Am I the a-hole for leaving 13-year-olds alone at the beach? Yesterday there was no school, but my husband still had work, so I was alone with the kids. My oldest, 13, has this friend I think is something of a latchkey kid. He often shows up with no prior notice, and yesterday was one of those days. He rode up on his bike just before 11. We had plans to go to the beach, but I said he could come with us. My son loaned him some trunks. I think it's gross too, but they don't care, so whatever, and he tagged along. The beach is about a 15-minute walk from our house, and we got there around 11:30. Just after 2 my younger kids were wiped and I decided it was time to go home. My son and his friend wanted to stay at the beach. I said fine, but be home in time for dinner. In time for dinner means in time to shower before dinner, and that means factoring in the walk time. They said they understood, so I left. Around 5 p.m., the mom of my son's friend calls and asks if her son is at my house. I said he was, but we went to the beach and they're still there. At first she was confused, so I explained that he came to our house and then we all went to the beach and he and my son are still there. She asked why the kids were there without supervision. I said she let her son ride his bike on a busy road without supervision. She said that was different. I said that if she had called ahead to tell us he was coming over, I would have been able to tell her our plans, but she never does. She said she has to work, but he should be able to go out and play with his friends, and if we didn't want him around, we should tell him. I said I have no issues with her son being around, but if she has preferences for what he is and isn't allowed to do, she should have called and told me at some point. She's never reached out to me about anything to give me emergency contact information in case she isn't reachable, to tell me about any restrictions for him, or even just to ask if it was okay for him to show up unannounced. She said I'm judgmental, but I'm not judging her. I'm just saying if you have preferences you need to communicate them. She asked me what beach they were at, and I told her. Then she hung up. My son showed up 40 minutes later and said his friend's mom came to the beach, yelled at her son, and then took him home. If he's old enough to be alone riding a bike, he's old enough to be alone at the beach. Later that night, my husband said I probably should have just called the mom before leaving them, but I reminded him that we didn't even know the kid was coming. So am I the a-hole for leaving both of them alone in the beach?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
It's a shame kids can't be kids the way it was when I grew up. All my friends and I would be gone all day doing whatever, including going to the Lake Michigan. Did either boy have a phone with?
OP replied,
Mine didn't. I don't know about his friend. I'm assuming not, or she would have called him instead of me.
Not the a-hole. Sounds like the other mom rarely knows where her kid is, so why should she care if he's at the beach?